everyone, welcome to Carmen Catherine's Wreaths. So today we are just going to do a zip tie poof style Christmas wreaths. My candy canes will not be in until Sunday, so we'll do our drawing and then hopefully I'll do a candy cane afterwards. So what I'm going to show you is I did a bow, a beautiful Christmas bow, and I used Regina Seller's Pro Bow. This is your finger placement. It is on row C, and it's every one of them except for the last one on each side. And I only went around each one of them one time. I used 3 ribbons at once and went around each finger once. And that's how we came up with that beautiful bow. So when I do my next tutorial, I will be going over same finger placement, but using 2 ribbons. That'll be part of the tutorial. But today, I just wanted to show you the finger placement. I did get many questions. These are Regina Seller's extra long fingers. They're $6.95 at Craft Outlet, or you can buy them on the Pro Bow the Hand on her site. But they're extra fingers. That's why they're so big. I got the big ones. This tends to be easier for me to form the bow. For some reason, my bows have all turned out beautiful with these fingers. So the ribbon today, the ribbon that I used on this is I went to Hobby Lobby, and their ribbon is on sale for $6. For 95 yards. It's $9.99 but 40% off. We paid $6 for it. So I used the red, I used the gold, and then I used my ribbon that I already had, which is a 2-inch ribbon, not the 2.5-inch that I got at Walmart. So those are the 3 colors that are on that bow. But it turned out beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. The next bow that I am actually going to have a tutorial on is just a classic Christmas bow using 2 ribbons at once, same finger placement, and I'll show you how to make this on the next tutorial because this is going on the candy cane. It's a little bit smaller, and that's what I needed, something a little bit smaller. Must I really stress that when you get her Pro Bow, you need a fluff box. The only way these bows are going to turn out as beautiful as this is with a fluff box, okay? Because you fluff it out. And she goes over that on her channel. She's on YouTube. She has great tutorials. I learned 50 bows in 2 weeks, so it's not hard. I love watching her. So the mesh we're using today, this is the newest color that came out this year, and it's called Red Gold. So it's a red gold, but it has your silver metallic in it. I got this from Paper Mart. So we are going to do something similar to the sled, but we're using the 14-inch wreath frame that I got from the Dollar Tree when they had some. I was really upset we couldn't get our candy canes, but they said Sunday. So all you're going to do is you're going to bunch it up. And remember, we always start in the middle first when you do this type of wreath because we're using the zip tie method. So all you're going to do is bunch it up, and it will not show. This is not hard to do. So you can use either both or 1 ring. We're not using all 4. So probably going to go around 2 rings in the center. Probably be easier for everyone. Otherwise you're going to get confused. So you just want to pull your zip tie nice and tight. And it stays, don't worry. And we're going to go all the way around that. There's no need to push the zip tie in the back of the frame. You don't have to do this. We're doing the weaving method. So this is your poofy style. So last time we went 12 inches, and I think we're going to probably go, so 1, 2, so you're going to have a little bit left over. So Just so everyone knows, we're going to have a little bit of mesh left over. And that's okay, because you can use it on another project. So you're just going to go all the way around. With metallic, you are going to get little strings. Just trim them as you go. That's all you got to do. Trim as you go. It's normal to get it. That's all we're doing. See that? This is really beautiful mesh. I've been dying to use it. So, and you can trim these off a little more. They don't have to be up so high. I use utility scissors for that. So again, and remember this is poofy, so we're going to poof it all out when we're done, and it's going to poof up. But this is the way we do it with the zip ties, so everybody knows. So you're just going to measure it from one to another. Go around your bars. Take your zip tie. I'm using 2 bars today. You can use 1. I just like my poofs right in the center because I work around them. Teeth are out. Wrong side. It's the only thing I don't like about using zip ties. I always get the wrong side. And this one might be a dud. Yeah. That one was, the teeth weren't, if the teeth don't take, don't waste your time. That means that it's a dud. And that happens with any zip ties. Reason why I do zip ties is it's a lot easier for people that have arthritis, and it's just a lot less moving everything around the bars and twisting it on. Just using a zip tie, that's it. Make sure you trim your little stragglies. It's completely normal. So go ahead. Go around your whole bar. I do this because I have a lot of people that follow me and make the wreath as I make it. So it is 2 bars down, a zip tie over both. When we get to the end, then turn me back on. So pause it, catch up with me, and then turn me back on. I'll be right back in 1 second. Okay, so when you get to where you started, all you're doing is you're putting a zip tie over that same 2 bars to hold it on. That's it. Listen, this is a really clean back. We don't see a lot. And we're going to use ribbon, and you're not going to see a lot on this. It's really, really, really easy. This is an easy wreath. And it's beautiful once it's all done. So just take your 21-inch, measure it, 1, 2. Remember what we did last time. This is called weaving. We're weaving it in and out. So you're going in around this, going over 1. Even though you're measuring it 2, you're going over 1. 1 bar. And you don't really go over, you're just going next to the bar. The poofs, when you weave it, keeps it in place. So don't sit there and think, oh God, it's got to go over the bar. How are we going to get it? It's fine. It moves in place once this is all done. And you take it. It's really easy. If you guys want to use a ruler, 1, 2, over. If you want to use a ruler, you can use a ruler too. That's about 12 inches. It's about the same amount of distance. So you're more than welcome to use a ruler. It's going to slip on me. I should have grabbed a liner and put underneath it. You can use a shelf liner underneath your table, and it helps it so it's not so slippery. It definitely helps. See, and you can already see it's going to be poofy. It's going to be really, really pretty, nice and full. So we went over, and we got to go This one went in under, this one goes over that way. You're just weaving it in. That's all you're doing. So 1, 2 bars. Over this way. See that? It's really, really, really easy. And it's poofy. Very, very poofy. But the poofier it is, the more decorations we can put on it, and the prettier it is. To me it is, anyways. Yeah, ribbon. You don't need ribbon, but I'm going to use a little bit of ribbon today. Ribbon is in for the holidays. It's what customers want. They want ribbon. So everyone knows that's a deal on the ribbon I got. Definitely good for the holidays. So just go all the way around, put me on pause, catch up to me, and then turn me back on, and then we're going to start weaving it, going the opposite way as we're working this out, and we're going to fluff it. Okay, so I'll be right back in a few seconds. Okay, so now we're on our next row. See how fat this is? It's really a beautiful wreath. So you're going to measure it, 2, you're going to go over. So all you're doing is you're overlapping. So if you went down on down on this side over, then you're going over the opposite side. That's all we're doing. So this one, we went down that way. We're going up this way. And you guys can make this even fatter. You can go, I believe I've done this, I went 14 inches, 14, almost 15 inches in the poofs. And I had just enough in a row. Maybe you can even do, I think it was, I had a little bit left over. You can do it even more than that. The most you don't want to go over 16 inches in each poof. Then you're going to need another part of another roll. So 16 would be your max as far as your poofiness goes. But yeah. So all you're doing is you're going over. Okay. Gonna make it a mess. Didn't mean to do that. Readjust it. 1, 2. Over. See. On that side. There we go. So, and that's how you can figure out. If you have one on the bottom, then you're going to go crisscross it and do one on top. Because you're crisscrossing. It's a weave method. And this has been done for years. Years, years, years. It's just, a lot of people aren't comfortable doing this method. But I love it. I absolutely love it. Once we poof it out, you'll see what I mean. It's just, it's beautiful. Right now it's going to look like a braid. Room is a little hot today. Yeah, it's really cold in Georgia, and it's chilly in the morning, but it's hot in the afternoon. So in the north we call that Indian summers. It's normal here. So once you get the hang of it, you're just crisscrossing it over the opposites as you would go on the other side. That's all you're doing. And like I said, you can go up to 16 inches on a 14-inch wreath as far as your poofies go. 16 is the most you want to go, or you're going to need run out of fabric. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Finish this up. We only got a couple more to do. And I'll be right back with y'all. Okay, so this is how much we have left over. So all you're going to do is on your last one when you go on in the back, you're just going to cut a couple inches off and zip tie it to the back. It's nice and clean on the back. And you can cover that too. But you have enough to do another project. Now if you did 16 inches, you should use almost the whole entire roll. Okay? This is 12-inch poofies. So now what you want to do is you want to just shape it. Pull it out, shape it. I like to just pull it out a little bit, but when I'm working with bows and ribbon, this side I don't want as poofy as that side, because I'm going to take the bow that I made, and this is where I put it on. And you're going to just put it underneath, and you're going to wrap it around the bar. Now the bow makes this whole wreath, so bows and ribbons are what we do to form this type of wreath. I love it. It's very, very, very beautiful for Christmas. This is the first time I've been using this color, I will say that much. But see, this moves, so you can move it around, poof it, shape it the way you want it to look. So just put your wire around the bars. Dogs are chewing their bones. See how pretty that is? And I did, because I did 3 ribbons, and I did her method where you pull it over and you do the 3 legs. So there's 9 legs that hang out over it, which is fine. It's beautiful. You can move it in, pull it over to the side. It's a package bow, so is what she calls them. But it's beautiful. So again, ribbon. All you're going to do is take the shades that you want to pop out more. And I'm doing all 3. These are the same ones we used on my sleigh sled that came from Walmart. I'm just using up the ribbon I had that I used on the last 3 wreaths. 1, 2, 3. 3. Yep, 3 wreaths. So, this is easy. Pull it up. Put your zip ties around it. Around the bar. And you can even put your zip ties on ahead of time and fold your ribbon. Here, I'll show you. So, easiest way to do this. Put your zip tie around it, and you want to re-fluff it after you add your ribbon. You can start it, take your ribbon, fold it in the center, stick it through the zip tie. And you can use this, you can use the second bar, the third bar, you can go all the way through this with the ribbon. Not just, you don't have to do just one like I'm doing. You can do a whole entire ribbon wreath. Okay? And then pull. Remember, you have to shape it too. And cut. And you can put it going both ways. Shape your ribbon, fluff it out. It's wired ribbon, so you can shape this going in between it. And we're going to decorate this too, so it's not just going to have ribbon. So I'm going to cut up some more ribbon because I need more than, this was left over from our last tutorial. So I'm going to cut up some more. Go around your second bar in between each one and add your ribbon in through your zip ties. Then we're going to come back. I don't know if I'm going to add more in. I might add more in. I'll let you know. And then we're going to decorate. Okay, so I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so what I did is I put ribbon on the second bar and the third bar. So you have ribbon going here and here coming out. And I think it complemented the wreath. The only one I didn't do is right next to the end of the bow because we already have some there. But you can put some there too. So I'm going to take, and this is a simple, easy wreath, and it's classy. So I'm going to just take the Merry Christmas, and I might have to actually put floral wire to put this on. Let me see. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's long. I don't know if it's too short. You don't want it too short. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do that. I'll get some wire and put that on with that. So the only thing I'm going to say is you have to fluff out your bow more once this is all done. Refluff it, but it's on the wreath, so it's fine. So definitely I would go with the floral wire because it gives you a little more length when you're putting that on. You can get the big signs. You can put the big signs in the center. There's a lot you can do with this, and it's easy. This is just an easy, pretty, classy wreath. So, promise I'll spend more time with y'all with the Candy King. I have the ribbon tutorial with the Candy King that we're going to do. And we're going to start from start to finish. It's going to be a little bit longer than this one. It's going to be like our normal ones where I go step by step. You can glue this on too. I'm just trying not to use glue unless we need to, okay? Not everybody likes glue on it. I use glue on my other wreaths, but I'm trying not to. But I think I'm going to have to put a little dab of glue to make it more not so slanty, even though we're putting it on with wire. Yeah. Just didn't really want to do that. Which is fine. If you're going to do it, be careful you don't, I don't know. I just put another piece to hold it straight down. Okay, so I just put a little wire around this. Someone was at our door, sorry about that, and I tied it down. So there's a piece of wire here and a piece of wire here. You take your zip ties, you can put it on your ornaments. Everything is zip tied, and with zip ties, you do not need to cover your back because it's nice and clean. Now, you can cover it if your customer wants it covered. By all means, cover it, and I'll show you what I use. So, the ribbon I cut into 10 inches. You can cut it into 14 if you want it a little bit longer, 12 or 14 inches. Okay, You most certainly can do that. We're not using a lot on this because you don't want to take away from the bow. The bow should be your main focus. So that's why we're not doing a lot with this. So I would actually probably cut your ribbons into 14 inches, to be honest with you. 12, 14 inches. Give it a little more height. And then you can also do the classic where you V-shape it like I did the ribbon. You can do that on your ribbons that you put on throughout the wreath as well. See, all I'm doing is going over that. Nice and clean back. Really nice and clean. And I don't know if we could put another one on there. I think it's good. So, I had my glue gun on and I'm not even using it. Got a new glue gun, I was happy. So I am going to show you what they can use. So I get foam, and you can get this from Walmart. And what I do is I cut the shape of the wreath out. Alright, so the back of the wreath. I put a ribbon up here to hold the wreath on a ribbon to give them an option. But if you're not going to cover the back, you don't need a big ribbon on the back. And then you cut this out and you put it on with zip ties to cover your back up. Should I do it? Because I don't need it. I don't want to waste this. So the big thing that I show everyone is, this is the fun part. So when you cover the back up, you take your foam. I use a whole office hole puncher. And I put my little holes in it. It's as easy as that. Put it on the back. Put your zip tie through it. Make sure it's a little bit longer than the bar, so you can pull it backwards so it's nice and smooth on the back. And I cover it up. Now, if you're going to do the craft shows and stuff, the one thing I will tell you, if I take this to the craft show, I'm covering the back up. Because people will come and say, oh, I can make that. Oh, I can do that. And they'll look at the back of it, and then you lose a sale. If the back is covered up, they don't know what the heck you done. If they like it, they buy it. They go home, they take it apart. That's fine. That's theirs. But I noticed the ones that weren't covered up, that's exactly what they did. The ones that were covered up, I could hear a lady walking away and saying, when I get home, I'm going to take this apart so I can see how she did it. I lost a sale with one lady. So if you're going to sell these at a craft show, cover the backs, okay? I'm going to hang her up. This is a simple, easy, beautiful ribbon Christmas wreath. Like I said, you can cut these and shape them. The only reason why I didn't on the ribbon that I put on it is because it's not as long as I would like it. So I would probably do your ribbons a little bit longer. And again, always mess with this. Shape it so it's nice and pretty. But that's it. It's beautiful. It's a classy, beautiful wreath. These types of wreaths actually sell faster than my wreaths. My wreaths, like the sleigh and stuff, that'll sell, but this one will sell first. People like the ribbon. They like the ribbon. They like the bows. They don't like a lot on it, so simple is best. So that is my ribbon wreath. You can add more ribbon. You can go on the first, second, third, fourth one. You can stick it all out. You can put a lot more on it if you want. So with this, you do not have to spray it. This will not fray like when I do my flowers. So I will see you guys on Sunday. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see you on Sunday. It's going to be at 3 o'clock, 3 Eastern Time, is the giveaway of the Pro Bow, which is right here. We will do our drawing, and then we're going to do a candy cane wreath that day. If everything's in. Hopefully everything's in, because I've got tons of candy canes to make. Tons. And they're all characters. I am still waiting. I do have my Nightmare Before Christmas, but I'm waiting on some figurines I ordered. So I'm waiting on those, because I was going to use the little bobblehead, and I decided to go ahead and order from Disney, and I have the little ornaments. So I'm waiting on those. As soon as those come in, we'll do that as well. But like, share, subscribe. I'll see you on Sunday. If we have a busy day tomorrow. If I have some time, I might be able to squeeze one in. If not, it'll be Sunday. Have a blessed night, everybody. Bye.